So quickly we will see how to apply this equation. For example, I will take the cantilever beam, okay, subjected to the capital W at the end. Capital W is force here. So this is a point A, this is a point B, okay. When it is subjected to the force, this is how it is deflecting, okay. So how to find out the the elastic curve equation and the slope and the deflections at different points, okay. The length is L here, length is L, either small r or capital R, whatever it is, and the material is E and I are given for the material. E and I is based on the cross section. If the cross section is not changing throughout the section, then we will use directly I. If it is changing, then you need to substitute the I value also in the differentiation. Okay. So here, what is the equation? The equation is EI d square by divided by dx square equal to mx. Okay. And what are the boundary conditions in this case? The boundary condition in this case is dy by dx equal to 0 at the point A. dy by dx equal to 0 and y equal to 0, where at the point A. And here I want to write the moment. So moment in terms of x, I will randomly take some cross section either from the left hand side or right hand side on the beam, and then I will write the moment equation and substitute in this equation. So here always you better take from the free end, okay. So I have taken from the free end at a distance of x. So what is the meaning of that? So at this cross section I am trying to find out what is the moment. So here what is the moment here? Mx at a distance of x is how much? W into the distance is x, okay. Whether it is a positive or a negative, it is a negative. Why? The moment is here producing the concave shape, not convex shape, sorry. What we call that? There are two terms, hogging and sagging. Here it is producing the hogging, so minus value. So if I substitute that value here, okay, that is a minus wx here. So first integration, so ei dy by dx equal to minus wx square by 2 plus c1, equation 1, and then again integration. Then e by y equal to minus wx cube divided by 6 plus c1x plus c2. I am not explaining how we are integrating, okay. So here there are two equations. If you want to find out the slope at any point on the curve, slope is nothing but the tangent if you make any tangent at that particular point, and whatever value it is making with the horizontal is the slope here. So here what is the slope? Slope is nothing but dy by dx, okay. From this equation 1 you can find out the slope, and the deflection is from the equation 2. But here these are in terms of the c1 and c2, that is the integration constant, okay. In case of definite integrals you won't get this constant. So how to find out this? I will make use of that, okay. So if I keep x equal to, I am measuring x from the free end, okay. When x equal to 0, that represent the free end B. When x equal to L, then that representing the point A here. So here at point A, that means x equal to L. When x equal to L, what is happening? Dy by dx equal to 0. That means this condition I will substitute in the equation 1. When I substitute in the equation 1, then what is happening? This spot will become 0. That means 0 equal to, this spot is becoming 0, and here minus WL square divided by 2 plus C1. That means C1 equal to capital WL square divided by 2. That is the value, okay. And at x equal to L, what is happening? y equal to 0. So what is the meaning of that? I will take the equation 2 and substitute. This value is becoming 0. That means 0 equal to minus capital W L cube divided by 6 plus capital W L square divided by 2 into x plus C2. So C2 value I need to find out. Here x is nothing but L here. So here W L cube L and L. Here 3 you multiply and divide, then it will become 6. So here 2 by 6. 2 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 3. So finally how much you will get? C2 equal to minus WL cube divided by 3 after simplifying this. So if I substitute entire thing here, then what is the final value? EI into y equal to minus WX cube by 6 plus C1 is how much? WL square by 2 into x. I am substituting in the equation 2. Minus WL cube divided by 3. Okay, this is the final equation. Final equation, and it is also called as the elastic curve equation. Okay, it is a elastic curve. Elastic curve. Why it is called as the elastic curve? It is a bending like that. For example, here instead of if I assume that this beam is rigid, whenever it is a rigid, then what happen? If it is a rigid, then it won't be any. The curve is not deflecting from the original position. It may bend, but it won't deflect. What is the meaning of that? If I use more force, then what happen? Initially it is like that. It will turn like this. It will turn like this. If it is a simply supported or whatever, but it is remains straight. It is remains straight, but it is not actually deforming. Understood? That is the difference between rigid and here elastic curve here. And here if I want to find out the maximum deflection from the diagram, the maximum deflection is happening at the end. Okay, so if I substitute x equal to 0, then we will get a YB, the deflection at the B. YB equal to, if I substitute 0 here, x equal to 0, this will become 0, this will become 0. Only thing you are getting is WL cube divided by 3 minus EI. Y minus, we have chosen x in the upward direction, but the deflection is happening in the downward direction. So you neglect the minus value and you take the magnitude. Okay, this is the deflection. And what is the slope that is formed at B? What is the meaning of the slope? The meaning of the slope is, if you draw a tangent here, it is going and touching here. This is the theta B. So how much theta B is acting here? How to find out the theta B? So theta B means, if you substitute x equal to 0 in this equation, then you can find out the theta B here. Okay. So if I substitute the value here, then EI into dy by d theta, dy by dx. I will call it as something like a slope is called as a IB. I know say this as a IB, and if I substitute x equal to 0, this will be 0, only C1 is there. What is the value of C1? This is the C1. So WL square divided by 2EI. Okay, this is the deflection. In the same way, at different points you can find out. For example, if you want to find out the deflection at a distance of L by 2, so you substitute the L by 2 and then you will get the values here, because you know the curve equation. Okay, this is how we need to find out, and I will write down this deflection and then slope here. YB equal to WL cube divided by 3EI. You need to by heart these simple formulas. Okay, IB equal to capital WL square divided by 2EI. 2EI. Okay, and then now I will take the cantilever beam with a uniformly distributed load. Uniformly distributed load like this, and it is a small w. Small w, it is a Newton per meter, and the length is the same L here. and this is the point A and this is the point B. In this case, I want to find out the deflection and as well as the slope at different points. And here that is the mx, and then I have taken the x from the free end. So what is the formula? EI into d square y by dx square equal to minus small w x square divided by 2. This is the value. And if I integrate once, then dy by dx equal to what is happening? Minus w x cube divided by 6 plus c1. Okay, and again if I integrate again, then it will become minus w x power 4 divided by 24 plus c1x plus c2. Equation 1 and then equation 2. Okay, at the point A, what is happening? At x equal to 1, L, dy by dx equal to 0. Okay, that means 0 equal to minus w L cube divided by 6 plus c1. That means c1 equal to w L cube divided by 6 here. Okay, and when I substitute x equal to L, then the deflection here is 0 at the point A. What is the meaning of that? That means 0 equal to minus w L power 4 divided by 24 plus w L cube into L divided by 6 plus c2. So 4 I will multiply. 4 minus 1 will become 3. Okay, how many times 3 will go into 24? 8 times. Okay, so c2 equal to minus w L power 4 divided by 8. This is the value. And what is the final curve here? Final curve is EIY equal to, this is the final curve, minus w L power 4 divided by 24, and then c1 is w L cube divided by 6 into x minus w L power 4 divided by 8. Okay, this is the final curve here. So here in this final curve, if I want to find out the deflection at a point B, which is at a distance of L from the A, but it is x equal to 0. So x equal to 0, then I have yb. If I substitute x here, this is not L, sorry, this is x. So x equal to 0, then what happens? This will become 0, this will become 0, finally this. So w L power 4 divided by 8 EI. EI is there. Always, you should not remember this. Okay, and then when x equal to 0, then IB is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, equal to, if I substitute that value here, where is this formula? Yes, only c1. What is the value of c1? C1 is w L cube divided by 6 EI. So these are the values. Okay, so here again, if I write just below these values, I will write here. This is a point load, and here YB is how much? Small w. This is capital W. Small. What is the difference between small w and capital W? You need to remember that. Divided by 8 EI, and then IB here equal to small w L cube divided by 6 EI. 6 EI. Okay, you need to remember these. Like see, the numbers are very simple in case of the simply supported beam. That means the deflection in the simply supported, this is a cantilever beam. The deflection in the cantilever beam is high. How can I say high? Whenever the denominator number is less, then it is high. And here if you compare, between these two, this is uniformly distributed and this is the point load. For the point load, the deflection is more. Why? Because the entire load is concentrated at a point. But here instead it is distributed. That is why it is this value is less. Why? Because 8 is more in the denominator. Okay. And one more thing, you may get confused between L power 3 and L power 4 between these two. Okay. For example, you remember, for this particular case 1, you remembered YB equal to capital W by 3 EI, and you are not sure the L value, L power square, L power cube, you don't know that. But this is the first case, capital W. Capital W means Newton. Okay, what is the dimensions of the EI? The dimensions of EI is Newton per meter square into meter power 4. That means Newton meter square. This is the dimension of that. And what is the dimension of the W? N. Okay. Then what is the dimension of the deflection? The deflection dimension is meter you should get. Of course, you can convert into the mm, but it is a meter. So finally, you should get a meter after cancelling everything. That means here it should be meter cube. Then only you finally end up with the meter. So whenever it is a meter cube, then I can write W L power cube divided by 3 EI. Okay, and always you remember that for the slope, the L value is 1 less compared to the deflection. Okay. In the same way here, if you check here, you don't remember whether it is a cube or a 4. So for the second case, YB equal to how much? YB equal to small w divided by 8 EI, you remembered. And here L value how much? This is a Newton meter square, and this is how much? This is Newton per meter. Small w is Newton per meter, and finally I want to get a meter unit. Okay, so here this and this will become a 1 by meter cube. So here meter power 4 should come. That means L power 4. Okay, that is how you need to remember in the examination, even if you get confused. Okay, and you remember these 4 formulas, and next time we may not be deriving this again and again.